Welcome back to my channel. Today we explore the value of specific coins, the top 4 most valuable Abraham Wheat Penny coins value in today's market. So let's get started. First up, the 1937 S. Abraham Lincoln Wheat Penny. You might have one of these in your collection or even in your change, but how much is it worth in today's market? Let's dive in. Hey there, collectors! If you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you never miss out on the latest coin insights. Now, let's talk about the 1937 Wheat Penny. This little coin holds a lot of history, and believe it or not, it's worth a lot more than you might think, especially if it's in good condition. The 1937 S is part of the iconic Lincoln Wheat Cent series, which was minted from 1909 to 1958. The S mint mark means this particular penny was struck at the San Francisco Mint. Though 1937 wasn't an exceptionally low mintage year, it's the condition of the coin that makes all the difference in its value today. So, how much is this coin worth in 2024? The value of a 1937's wheat penny varies greatly depending on its condition. In poor to fair condition, you can expect to pay anywhere from 10 to 20 cents for a 1937's penny. But if your penny is in good condition, you could see a value of about $1 to $2. Now things get really interesting when you start talking about higher grades. If you have a 1937 S in very fine or extremely fine condition, it could easily fetch $10 to $20 or more, especially if it's well centered and the details are sharp. But here's the real kicker. If your 1937 S wheat penny is in uncirculated condition, meaning it looks like it just came from the mint, it could be worth $100 or more. Now, coin values can fluctuate based on market demand, and the 1937's wheat penny has seen a bit of a surge in value due to growing interest in historical U.S. coins. Collectors are always on the lookout for coins in high-grade condition, which only increases the value. So, how can you tell if your 1937 CWC wheat penny is worth top dollar? The key is inspecting the coin closely. Look for clear details in the wheat stocks, the date, and Lincoln's profile. The higher the quality of these details, the more your coin could be worth. Check for any signs of wear, scratches, or discoloration. If it looks like it's been in circulation for years, it'll likely fall into a lower value range. But if it's shiny and well preserved, you might be holding on to something much more valuable. At the end of the day, the 1937 S wheat penny is a coin that appeals to collectors and investors alike. Whether you're holding a low-grade example or a mint queen coin, it's worth taking a closer look because it could surprise you with its value. So what's your 1937/wheat penny worth? Make sure to check your collection, and if you have one in great condition, it might be time to get it appraised. And don't forget, the coin market can change, so always stay informed on current values. Next up, the 1944 D wheat penny was minted in Denver, as indicated by the D mint mark. This year, the U.S. Mint produced over 430 million of these coins, so while it's not a rare mintage, it's still an important piece of history for collectors. But how much is it worth today? Let's break it down. Now, if you're thinking about your own 1944 D penny, keep in mind that its value can vary depending on its condition. We're talking about a coin that's been in circulation for a while, so the more damage or wear it has, the lower its value will be. In normal, damaged condition, meaning it's seen a bit of wear but isn't too badly scratched or dinted, the value of this penny will be lower than a pristine example. In general, a 1944 D wheat penny in poor to fair condition might only be worth about 10 to 20 cents. These are coins with visible wear, faded details, and noticeable scratches. But don't let that discourage you. Even a well-worn coin can still have historical value. Now, if your 1944D penny is in good or very good condition, it could fetch around 50 cents to $1. This is where we see a little more definition in the details. But it's still not a high-grade coin. You might notice some wear on Lincoln's portrait, but the coin will still have some of its character intact. To give you an idea, if your coin is in fine or very fine condition, meaning the features are clearer but not perfect, you could see a value anywhere from $1 to $3. It's not an extraordinary amount, but a solid price for a coin in decent shape. But here's something important to note. Despite the damage or wear your 1944D might have, this coin doesn't have the same premium value as a highly graded example, like one in uncirculated condition. Those coins can go for $10 to $20 or more, depending on the market. Even with damage, the 1944D wheat penny still holds some interesting value. The general range for one in normal circulation condition can be between 10 cents and $3, but if it's a coin with a rare variety or error, you could see an increase in price. Keep an eye on things like unusual minting flaws or unique characteristics that might raise the coin's value. So, if you've got a 1944D wheat penny in your collection that's seen some wear and tear, don't worry. It's still a neat piece of history, and even in damaged condition, it could hold some value. But remember, coin values fluctuate, so it's always a good idea to check the current market before selling. Whether it's in excellent or damaged condition, the 1944D wheat penny is still a popular choice for collectors. Keep looking for coins in your pocket change. You never know what valuable coins might be hiding there. Next up, the 1942 Lincoln Wheat Penny, without a mint mark, was minted in Philadelphia, the main U.S. mint. In 1942, over 1 billion wheat pennies were struck. But despite the large mintage, this coin has remained a staple for collectors. However, in damaged condition, the value can drop significantly. So, let's start by discussing what you can expect to pay for a 1942 wheat penny without a mint mark that's seen some damage. If the coin has significant wear, scratches, or discoloration, it won't fetch top dollar. But don't worry, it still has some value. Coins in poor or fair condition, meaning they have heavy wear, fading, and visible damage, typically fall into the 10 to 25 cent range. These coins are still collectible, but the damage significantly impacts their value. If your 1942 penny is in good to very good condition, meaning there's still some clear detail, but it has signs of wear, you might see it valued anywhere from 25 cents to $1. The better the details, the more you can expect to sell it for, but it's still considered a lower grade coin. For a penny in fine to very fine condition, which means it has some visible detail but isn't perfect, you could be looking at a value between $1 and $3. Of course, this is still a coin that has some visible wear, but holds a little more character. Now, if your 1942 wheat penny is in extremely fine condition, meaning it has almost no wear but might have some slight surface marks, it could go for anywhere from $3 to $5. And while that's a nice jump in value, the coin still isn't in perfect shape. Keep in mind that coin values are always fluctuating based on demand and collector interest. The 1942 penny, while not rare, still holds appeal for collectors who are looking for coins from the World War II era. But here's the big question. Can a damaged 1942 penny without a mint mark still be valuable? Absolutely. Even if your coin has seen better days, it's still a piece of American history, and the better its condition, the higher the price. If your coin is heavily damaged, though, it's not likely to break the $1 mark. So, if you've got a 1942 wheat penny without a mint mark that's seen somewhere, don't worry, it's still worth something. However, its value is largely determined by the extent of the damage and the overall wear. If you find one in great condition, it could be worth much more. But a typical, well-worn example is still worth holding on to. Whether it's in excellent condition or a bit beat up, the 1942 wheat penny is a great coin for any collection. If you've got one, be sure to check the condition and consider getting it appraised if you're unsure. Next up, the 1952 Lincoln Wheat Penny without a mint mark was minted in Philadelphia, as indicated by the lack of a mint mark. In 1952, the U.S. Mint produced over 1 billion of these pennies, so it's not particularly rare. However, it's the condition of the coin that can impact its value. So, what makes the 1952 wheat penny worth anything in today's market? If your coin is in good condition, meaning it has some visible wear, but the details are still clearly recognizable, its value is higher than those with significant damage or heavy wear. For a 1952 wheat penny in good condition, where the date is clear and the wheat stalks and Lincoln's portrait are still legible, the value is typically around 10 to 20 cents. It's not a high-dollar coin, but it's still worth more than face value, especially for collectors who appreciate its historical significance. Now, if your 1952 penny is in very good to fine condition, where the details are a bit sharper, but it's still not in perfect shape, you might see a value of around 20 cents to 50 cents. The more clear and defined the features, the more it's worth. Let's say your 1952 wheat penny is in very fine or extremely fine condition. This means it's showing almost no wear, and the details, such as the wheat stalks and Lincoln's image, are crisp and sharp. In this condition, it could be worth between 50 cents and $1. And here's where things can get interesting. If you've got an uncirculated 1952 wheat penny, meaning it looks like it just came from the mint, with no visible wear or damage, it could be worth $2 to $5 or even more, depending on the coin's exact quality and market demand. Keep in mind that the market for coins fluctuates, and while the 1952 wheat penny is not one of the rarest or most valuable, its worth can still rise based on collector interest. This coin is part of the Lincoln series, which is always in demand, so even a coin in good condition can attract interest. So, even if you're holding a 1952 wheat penny in good condition, it's still worth more than just its face value. While it might not make you rich, it's a nice coin to have in your collection, especially considering how iconic the Lincoln Wheat Cent series is. Years of the beloved Wheat Penny series, which ran from 1909 to 1958. This coin was struck at the Denver Mint, as indicated by the D mint mark below the date on the obverse. The Denver Mint produced a staggering 1,0,5,1,3,4,2,0,0,0 of these coins, making the 1957 D a common penny in terms of overall availability. However, what sets this coin apart is its historical importance and enduring appeal among collectors. The obverse of the coin features the classic design by Victor David Brenner with a portrait of President Abraham Lincoln. This design debuted in 1909 to celebrate the centennial of Lincoln's birth and remains iconic to this day. The reverse side showcases the two wheat ears flanking the words 1 cent and United States of America, with the phrase E pluribus unum at the top. The wheat ears symbolize prosperity and unity, themes that resonated deeply with Americans when the coin was first introduced. In good condition, a 1957 D Lincoln Wheat Penny typically has a modest market value, ranging from 5 cents to 15 cents. However, if the coin is in uncirculated or mint state condition, its value can jump significantly, with prices ranging from $5 to $25 depending on the grade. collectors should also be on the lookout for errors and varieties, such as doubled dies, repunched mint marks, RPMs, or off-center strikes, which can add substantial value to this otherwise common coin. For example, a 1957D with a prominent RPM can sell for $50 or more, depending on its condition. Next, let's examine the 1940 S small scritch Lincoln Wheat Penny. This coin was minted in San Francisco as indicated by the S mint mark below the date. With a total mintage of 112940000, the 1940 S is not exceedingly rare, but it holds significant interest for collectors due to its design, minting location, and potential for unique characteristics. The term small scritch may refer to a surface imperfection, post-mint damage, or an unusual marking, which gives this specific coin additional intrigue. The obverse features the same iconic image of Abraham Lincoln, and the reverse continues with the wheat ears design. The 1940 S is often appreciated for its sharp strikes, especially in higher grades, as the San Francisco Mint was known for producing well-struck coins during this period. In circulated condition, this coin is typically valued between 10 cents and 50 cents, depending on the level of wear. However, in higher grades, such as extremely fine or about uncirculated AU, the value can climb to $3 to $5. Uncirculated examples, especially those graded MS65 or higher, can fetch $20 or more. Error coins add another layer of excitement to the 1940s. Die cracks, lamination flaws, or even small varieties like misplaced mint marks can significantly increase its value. For example, a 1940s penny with a doubled die obverse could sell for several $100s, making it a treasure for eagle-eyed collectors. Next, let's talk about the 1949 Lincoln Wheat Penny, a coin that still holds its own appeal despite being in less than excellent condition. This coin was also minted in San Francisco with a total mintage of 6429000. While not exceedingly rare, it is scarcer than the 1957D and 1940s 0, making it a worthwhile addition to any collection focused on wheat pennies or San Francisco minted coins. The obverse features the familiar Lincoln portrait, while the reverse continues with the classic wheat ears design. Although this design would be replaced by the Lincoln Memorial in 1959, the wheat ears remain one of the most beloved coin designs in U.S. history. In lower grades, a 1949 cents penny may only be worth 5 cents to 10 cents, but its value can increase to $2 or more in higher circulated grades like EF or AU. In mint state condition, this coin can sell for $10 to $20, with premium examples graded MS65 or higher fetching $50 or more. Like the other coins we've discussed, errors and varieties can add significant value. Look for anomalies such as clipped planchets or doubled dies. A 1949 S penny with a repunched mint mark is particularly desirable and can sell for $100 or more, depending on its grade and the prominence of the error. Each of these coins tells a unique story about its time and place in U.S. history. From the high-production 1957D to the intriguing 1940 small scritch and the less common 1949 scritch, these pennies are more than just currency. They are tangible pieces of history. Whether you're drawn to their design, intrigued by their errors, or simply enjoy the thrill of the hunt, these coins have something to offer collectors of all levels. Next, the 1951D Lincoln Wheat Penny was minted in Denver, as indicated by the D mint mark, located just below the date on the obverse. With a total mintage of 625355000, it's not a particularly rare coin, but it holds great historical significance as part of the Wheat Penny series, which ran from 1909 to 1958. During this era, the United States was experiencing post-World War II economic growth, and coins like this were a symbol of everyday commerce and prosperity. Victor David Brenner's iconic design graces the obverse, featuring a detailed profile of President Abraham Lincoln. The reverse displays the classic wheat ears, flanking the inscriptions 1 cent and United States of America, along with the phrase E pluribus unum above. These wheat ears symbolize unity and the agricultural foundation of America. In good condition, a 1951 D Lincoln Wheat Penny is valued between 5 cents and 10 cents. However, uncirculated examples in mint state grades ranging from $5 to $20, with higher grades fetching even more. Errors and varieties are key factors that can increase its value. For example, repunched mint marks, or PMs, off-center strikes, or doubled dies are highly sought after. A dramatic error, like a doubled die obverse or reverse, could raise the value to over $100, depending on the coin's condition and the clarity of the error. Next, the 1944 small scritch Lincoln Wheat Penny comes from the San Francisco Mint, identifiable by the S mint mark below the date. With a mintage of 282760000, it's a common coin, but unique features or characteristics, such as the small scritch, can make individual specimens stand out. This term might refer to a minor post-mint surface imperfection or an unusual marking, which adds to its charm and collector appeal. The obverse features Lincoln's profile, while the reverse retains the wheat ears design. This coin was produced during World War II, a time when U.S. coinage reflected the resource conservation efforts of the war. In circulated condition, the 1944 Reese typically ranges in value from 10 cents to 50 cents. Coins in extremely fine EF, or about uncirculated AU, condition can sell for $2 to $5. Mint state examples can command prices of $10 to $25, depending on the grade. Collectors should search for errors like die cracks, lamination flaws, or RPMs, which could make the coin significantly more valuable. For example, a 1944 penny with a well-defined RPM or a striking anomaly might sell for $50 or more in the right condition. Next, the 1918 Lincoln Wheat Penny, even in less than excellent condition, is a coin with immense historical significance. This coin was struck during World War I, a pivotal period in global history. No mint mark means this coin was minted in Philadelphia, the main U.S. mint, which produced 288104634 of these pennies that year. The obverse features the familiar Lincoln portrait, and the reverse carries the wheat ears design, which was still relatively new at the time, having debuted in 1909. Despite heavy circulation over the years, many of these coins retain their charm and appeal. In poor to fair condition, a 1918 Lincoln Wheat Penny may only be worth 25 cents to $1. However, higher grade examples can fetch significantly more. Coins in very fine VF condition can sell for $5 to $10, while those in extremely fine EF condition or better can sell for $100 or more. As with the other coins, errors and varieties are crucial to watch for. A 1918 penny with a doubled die or a clipped plancher error could dramatically increase its value. For instance, a high-grade 1918 penny with a prominent doubled die error could sell for several $100s, depending on its rarity and demand. These coins demonstrate the rich history of U.S. coinage and its connection to key moments in American history. Whether you're drawn to their design, interested in potential errors, or simply love the thrill of discovering hidden treasures, these Lincoln Wheat Pennies are a joy to explore and collect. Next, the 1953 D Lincoln Wheat Penny was minted in Denver, as indicated by the D mint mark located below the date on the obverse. That year, the Denver Mint produced an impressive 705,150,000 of these coins, making it one of the more common wheat pennies in circulation. This high mintage reflects the robust economic growth of the post-World War II era, when coins like these were integral to everyday transactions. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the obverse features a portrait of President Abraham Lincoln, the first U.S. coin to depict a real person when it debuted in 1909. The reverse displays the familiar wheat ears design, flanking the inscriptions 1 cent and United States of America with E pluribus unity, collectively identifying as prosperity and unity, aligning with the nation's values at the time. In less than excellent condition, the value of a 1953 D Lincoln Wheat Penny is typically modest. Coins in good to very good condition are generally worth 5 cents to 10 cents. Fine to very fine P examples might bring 15 cents to 25 cents, depending on the extent of wear. Coins in higher circulated grades, like extremely fine, EF, or about uncirculated, AE, can fetch 50 cents to $1. Uncirculated examples in mint state, MS60 to MS65, can command prices ranging from $3 to $20, with the highest grades reaching upwards of $50 or more. As with many Lincoln Wheat Pennies, errors and varieties play a significant role in increasing the coin's value. Collectors should look for anomalies such as repunched mint marks, RPMs, die cracks, or doubled dies. For example, a 1953 D penny with a noticeable RPM could sell for $20 to $50, depending on the clarity and condition of the error. More dramatic errors, such as a double die obverse or reverse, could fetch several $100s in the right market. Despite its commonality, the 1953 D Lincoln Wheat Penny remains a staple for collectors, particularly those working on a complete set of Lincoln Wheat Pennies or focusing on Denver Mint issues. Its classic design and connection to mid-20th century America make it an enduring favorite. Even in less than excellent condition, this coin tells a story of its time and offers the potential for discovering valuable errors or varieties. Thanks for watching USA Coin, where we bring history and numismatics to life. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more insights into the world of coin collecting. Until next time, happy collecting!